What's up YouTube, Jay Travelini here. Today I got another video for you and we're going to be talking about Ravencoin. So more specifically we can talk about my P10690 rig because I have that mining on Ravencoin. We'll look at some network difficulty and some hash rates on the network, mainly on 2Miners website because that is the pool that I'm using right now with HiveOS. But I did notice the other day I was receiving a lot less Ravencoin than what I was originally receiving. And it's not due to my hash rates dropping, so we'll look at my HiveOS. I'll show you my hash rates, my power consumption, and the big question is it still profitable? We'll look at that. We'll go on What2Mine's website and we'll look at some numbers. So let's go ahead, we'll go inside the computer here and I'll show you guys some things with Ravencoin. Alright, so this is a 2Miners website and the network hash rate, but before we get to that, let's go into my HiveOS here. So I am on 2Miners here, you can see my pool up here, and using Gminer, mining Ravencoin with my P10690 rig. So I still average 34 megahash a second. I did try some overclocks that was left in a comment of mine, but it didn't really change much, and it actually caused invalid shares, so I dialed it back to my original ones. I was at plus 300 on the core and put the power limit up to 61. Not a huge difference, but enough that I got an invalid share, so I just dialed it back. I wasn't seeing much more on the mega hash. There was one time where I saw it spike over 36 mega hash a second, but for the main part, I still hover in that area where it's the 35 to like 34 to 30, high 35 mega hash a second. As you can see on my graph here. So let's go ahead, we'll shell in a box into it and we'll check the miner there. So I just use a normal thing. Everyone knows these commands. So here it is, currently mining using Gminer on the 2Miners, 33 mega hash. You see 783 accepted shares and 2 rejected. So look at the total network hash rate. You're looking at 9.56 terahash a second. Obviously, I'm not really putting a dent in that with my one rig. A lot of people are mining a lot quicker. But you can also look at the network difficulty, which hasn't really changed much at all. This is what I thought may have increased and why I wasn't getting as much Ravencoin deposited at any given time. Here are deposits that I had. I was getting roughly 50 to 51 Ravencoin daily, and then it went down. I was getting multiple payouts a day of 10 to 11 Ravencoin. So I'm averaging roughly anywhere between 24 to 25 Ravencoin a day. So pretty much it got cut in half. And it looks like this took place on the 21st. So 2Miners switched their payout to every 2 hours also. This is my current rig on the 2Miners. So if I click on here, you can see payouts are processed every 2 hours if 10 Ravencoin is reached. So I have just over 10 Ravencoin, so it will pay out on the next payout whenever that reaches. I don't know where it tells you exactly when the next payout is. I know if you look at, like, if you're using NiceHash, it actually has a countdown of when the next payout is. They do every 4 hours. Here, like I said, the difficulty hasn't changed at all. You know, anyone that mines Ravencoin knows that your hash rate is going to bounce around a little bit. That's why you see this isn't nearly as steady. Like if I go to my P104 rig, this thing is just like steady line, 280 mega hash a second. But Ravencoin, you know, difficulty changes pretty rapidly according to what blockchain you're on. And you can see like difficulty just bouncing around here on the 2Miners graph. Sometimes it's I don't want to say very easy, but it's a lot easier on the difficulty than other times. But you'll also notice if we look at what to mine here. So we'll go to Coin 360 real quick before we go on to what to mine and really type in. I already have it calculated out. I'll recalculate just to refresh it to be exactly what it is. And we'll look at Ravencoin on here. There we go. So the current price of Ravencoin sitting just above 16 cents. Actually up a little bit, it says, from earlier today. It's still loading the chart, but once that loads, you can see it's up a little bit over what it was. Obviously down here was like about a penny up until, it was actually, yeah, it was just 1 cent up until January when everything started to shoot up, and now it's sitting right at 16 cents. So that's pretty much what to mine is going to use. So if we calc, I'm at 34, roughly 480 watts at the wall. These numbers are nothing, but let's look here. So right now it's saying I'm going to be getting about 26 Ravencoin a day in estimated earnings. So I'm right on par with that, and sitting around 24 to 25 Ravencoin a day. According to this, I'll be getting 25. It looks like it just paid out. So I'll be looking to receive that into my wallet. So about 25. So I'm not too far off of what NiceHash is saying. So it's estimating I would make $4.33 per day. And with my current electrical costs, around $2.60 a day profit. So yes, the rig is still profitable. Now, Ravencoin, with how the market has been going, personally, I do not hold on to the Ravencoin. I actually end up, once I mine enough, I send it to NiceHash and I use their exchange and exchange it to Bitcoin. And then I'll send it to my Coinbase wallet until eventually when I get my hardware wallet where I'll store all my cryptocurrencies there. Because I do plan on holding Bitcoin and Ethereum for a pretty long time. But Ravencoin, I personally don't know if it's going to hold its value enough for me to decide I want to hold the coin for it to increase the way I want it to. Where Ethereum and Bitcoin, I have a little more confidence that it's going to keep growing in price. I mean, that's what I noticed was going on. I mean, I noticed that when I was checking my deposits in my T0 wallet, which is where I have my Ravencoin mined to. I noticed that deposits were getting a lot less than what it was. I noticed I wasn't getting 50 Ravencoin a day. So what I'm wondering is, I noticed when I checked the difficulty, that wasn't any higher, and the network hash rate has been pretty steady. So the only thing that I can say that could explain is that there was a halving that I wasn't really too aware of. I knew that there was talks of a Ravencoin halving. I don't know if the current inflated price calls it to happen sooner, but the last I checked that it wasn't supposed to happen until January 2022. So to move it ahead a full year, I just don't know if that really took place or not. I was trying to find something on the internet, stating that there was a halving, and that would explain it. I'm not as worried really, because I'm still making money off of that rig, and that rig was so cheap for me to build at the time. I ended up, those P10690, if you guys follow my channel, I bought them a while ago before everything like really shot up in price as far as GPUs and everything. So I've had them GPUs for a while now. The fact that I had them offline for the majority of the time I owned them, now that they're mining very profitably to the point where they've paid itself off, and that rig's just making me profit every day. I'm not too worried about it. I'll still plan to mine Ravencoin with it for as long as it will mine. I have noticed the increased price in Ethereum Classic, so I may look at a calculator to see if that may be more profitable now, and maybe convert Ethereum Classic to regular Ethereum and hold the Ethereum. I'm not sure. I'll decide that. I know I was looking at Bitcoin Gold also to possibly mine again with it, but I haven't really decided if I wanted to do that or not yet. I think Ravencoin's still the more profitable coin in the current market as it stands today. But write in the comments below if you guys notice your deposits getting pretty much cut in half as far as mining Ravencoin. I'm wondering if it's just some of the smaller players, some of the guys that mine it with a lot more mega hash, if they've noticed it. But it looks like it's just clear across the board that everyone's pretty much their rewards are about half of what they were getting pretty much not even 2 weeks ago. So Let me know in the description below if you guys noticed this. If you decided if you did notice it, or if you're noticing it now, if you're going to keep mining Ravencoin or switch to a different coin, what coins you might be looking to mine instead with your 3 and 4 gigabyte graphics cards. I guess mainly 3 gigabytes because 4 gigabytes have a more wider range of what they can mine still. But I'd like to see what you guys are doing with different overclock settings you have on your 3 gigabyte cards and profitability. But thanks for checking this video out. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more.